This is the hull of my Pro Angler 12, and in order to install the transducer, I'll be removing this Lowrance cover plate, taking the 3 screws out there. I just removed the 3 screws, and now the cover pops right out of there. You can tell I've used it before. There's a little sand in there. Here's the Lowrance plate again. Flip it over. The first thing you notice is the mounting bracket here, and you just slide your transducer right down there, and Hobie comes with the Hobie Pro Angler 12 comes with the mounting bracket and package for with the hardware to mount that to that bracket right there. I've got all the hardware out now, and now it's time to mount my Elite 4 DSI transducer to the bracket. The important part to remember when you're mounting this is to make sure you get a little bit of space above the plastic, in between the plastic and the bottom of the transducer. I just mounted the transducer to the bracket, and now it's time to head back out to the kayak and run the transducer cord up and the power cord up to the kayak. So I have the cord that's going to run through to the fish finder, and there's a scupper hole in the middle of the Pro Angler that runs all the way through. All you do is you feed this all the way through the kayak, all the way back down to the transducer, so you can put the cap or the plate back on there and screw it in. I just ran my transducer cord through the main scupper there, and now I've got cord everywhere, so I must have messed up somewhere, but not really. Hobie has a cap that helps you run it back into the kayak, and there's a washer on the back you have to take off through the back hatch there, but you take that washer off, and Hobie makes some rubber gaskets that you can place in inside this head, and you can run your cord through there, and it's watertight. So I'm going to take this off now. So here's that washer I just loosened off the back of that. There's the gasket head, and there's the hole I just took it out of. Now that I've got this back in here to the kitchen table, that hardware pack that came with the Hobie Pro Angler 12 comes with a bunch of different gasket heads for different size transducer cords and power cords. So I'm just going to choose the one that fits my Elite 4's cord and run it through there and replace the stopped head right here that's already in here. So this piece right here comes out. Run the transducer cord through. I'm going to run it through where this piece, the gasket, came out of. Make sure I go underneath this so I don't have the cord going over the top of it. Got that back washer pressed back up against the foam here. I wedged it in there so I could reach it. There's a scupper hole for the transducer, and there is the head gasket I ran it through. You can see a little piece of rubber there that they send with it, and I picked the size that fit that cord, ran it through there, and that's going to be watertight. I just ran the cord through the inside of the hole around some of the bulkhead, and now I've got the cord pulled up through here through the hatch, and now I'm going to run it to the right side, right there where the other gasket is. Alright, well now I have the transducer cord plumbed all the way through the whole of the boat, and I'm ready to mount my fish finder here on board. I just put my seat in the Pro Angler and sat down to see where I wanted to put my fish finder, where I want it mounted on the board. And I took a marker, set it down facing the direction I wanted to make sure it was going to be out of the way when I was casting, and I took a marker and put some dots down where these two outside screw holes are going to go. I'm only going to put 2 screws in there because I'm not going to keep this mounting bracket on here. I think I'm going to get one from Ram, and that way it'll be a little bit more adjustable. I've marked those 2 spots out now. Take my drill out those 2 holes. I'm actually going to go ahead and start this one just to make sure the other holes lined up good. There it is. Its own place on the Pro Angler. Just rigged up my old 8 AA battery pack. I'm just going to set it in this netting for now and put some of those prongs on there to fit the Lowrance prongs. And the batteries have been charging all night. Hopefully this thing turns on when I hit the power. Sweet success. It's beautiful. I'm not going to leave it on too long because I don't want the transducer to be running out of the water. But when I get to the lake, I'll go ahead and set up this stuff.